Hey guys, so today I thought I would do a bit of a different video since I don't really have time to make a full commentary video this week to the quality I would want to, and also because I would like to have some variety in this channel even though it will mostly be film and TV commentary. So I thought today I would go through, let's see if I can lift this, my vinyl collection. I've been collecting vinyl for about 3 years now. And it's like my favourite thing, it's my pride and joy is my vinyl. So I thought I would go through that and show you guys. I have got my Discogs open here so I can go through everything in alphabetical order. But yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so first up I've got Bodies by AFI. So we've got this one here. Opens up like this. And I will also insert like what they will look like when they're spinning and playing, because I don't feel like getting out all of them, but that's the sleeve it's in. So yeah, that's number one. I love AFI. I really would like some more AFI vinyl because right now this is the only one I have, but yeah, that's my start there. So next up I've got a new release from this year, which is Half Living Things by Alpha Wolf. Again, I love Alpha Wolf. This is a very sick album. Show the back of that one as well. And yeah, nothing too crazy about this one. Oh yeah, it comes with like booklet there. I'll probably insert clips of me going through this that look a little better than me trying to hold it up, but you get the idea of that one. So yeah, Alpha Wolf, Half Living Things. So next I've got Below by Beartooth. Again, I still need to get the latest Beartooth album. It's been a year since that came out and I still haven't gotten it, but yeah, this is their 2021 album, Below. This is like one of my first vinyls I got, obviously, because it came out kind of right around the time I started buying vinyl. Is that in frame? Okay. Yeah, again, another album that I love. Desperately need more Beartooth more Beartooth vinyl because I absolutely love Beartooth. Yeah, that's that one. So next we're going to get into my Bring Me the Horizon vinyl, which I have quite a lot. So we'll start with Posthuman Survival Horror from, this is what, 2020 release, so I would have bought this in 2021 when I first started collecting vinyl. Here's the back. And the sleeve for this one's cool because they put all the lyrics on the sleeve for it. So yeah, that's Posthuman. Also, I won't insert a clip of it playing if it's like on their black vinyl, so like this one is just a plain vinyl, but for all my coloured variants, which are most of my collection, I will insert it while I'm talking. So next up is still more Bring Me the Horizons. This is Sempiternal, which I have got 2 editions of. So I first have the original one. This is like a repressing. They've done it quite a few in recent years. So I finally got Sempiternal. Obviously, for any metalcore fan, this is such a must have vinyl, which I love. And then last year, for 10-year anniversary of Sempiternal, they released this gorgeous picture disc, which I'll show playing because it looks gorgeous when it's playing. This white one, which yeah, this is probably one of the coolest vinyl I own, and for an album as iconic as Sempiternal, it felt like a necessity, even though I do obviously already have the original. So that's, yeah, those are my Sempiternal vinyls. Okay, for my last Bring Me vinyl, I've got That's the Spirit, which I feel like on camera is gonna really struggle, but yeah, obviously again a very important one for the Bring Me fans. And this one is very cool when it opens up. I love this one. And it also comes with another booklet, which is like a very cool one. Again, I probably will just insert clips of me going through it. And also in here, it also comes with a CD as well. So That's cool because I don't actually have a separate CD for That's the Spirit. So next up we have Aurora by Daisy Jones and the Six, obviously from the show Daisy Jones and the Six, and I've honestly gotten so much play out of this vinyl. Like, this is an unironically great album, and yeah, it's a very cool one to have. I've got a limited coloured one, so I will insert that. It also comes with the poster and the lyrics on the back of that. Yeah, just a very cool one to have, and yeah, actually got more out of this than I thought I would. It was kind of an impulse buy like the week after I had watched the show last year, but I love it. A purchase I definitely stand by. I'll show that again. Okay, so next up is my Fleetwood Mac vinyl. I love Fleetwood Mac, who doesn't? I mean, obviously an iconic band and an iconic album being Rumours. That's my first copy of it. Again, they do repressings of this pretty commonly. It's pretty easy to get a hold of. I recently saw they're doing new coloured pressings and I was like, do I need another edition? But again, all the like fold out things I'll probably insert clips of if I can be bothered filming on top of clips of things playing. But yeah, so that's my first edition of Rumours, and then I also got the new Rumours Live towards the end of last year, which is a very cool vinyl, big, yeah, 2LP fold out. This is one I'm very happy to have in my collection. It was a little pricier, but well worth it. It sounds fantastic. Okay, so next up was my album of the year last year. I think for a lot of people who like metalcore, this was the obvious choice. And as both of my editions of Heavener by Invent Animate. So that's the first one. And but yeah, I love this album. I could go on and on forever about how good it is. I recently got to see Invent Animate live and they were fantastic. It sounded insane. But yeah, that's my first edition of it. And then this year, obviously, they released the deluxe edition, Heavener Definitive. So I also got that one, which I love the cover art for both of these, but I especially love it for this one. And then this big fold out. Yeah, this one's very cool. I actually will pull out an actual vinyl in this one because on the side that doesn't play, it's engraved. I wonder if it will pick up on the lighting in here. The engraving on it, let me see. If I've got some very specific lighting, I'll try and insert a clip where you can see the engraving, but yeah, a very cool one that I thought was necessary for me to have was the deluxe edition of Heavener, because again, this album is just like, these just make me happy. So another new album from this year was You Won't Go Before You're Supposed To by Knocked Loose. Again, obviously another great album. One of my most anticipated releases of the year, one of my favourites of the year so far. And yeah, also the sleeve for this is very cool. I love that. But yeah, I don't think, again, if you clicked on this video, I'm assuming you probably listen to metalcore and hardcore and stuff, and this obviously is a very hyped album this year. I think it will be a lot of people's album of the year. I don't know if it's mine yet. It might be beaten by Void of Vision, but still a great one. Do I need to say anything? If you like deathcore, you already know what this is. This is Pain Remains by Lorna Shore. An album cover that when they first released it was a little controversial, which I don't, that was a bit much, but yeah, a very cool vinyl to have. This one sounds wild. Also, I forgot to mention that with Knocked Loose as well. These two albums in particular sound fantastic on vinyl and sound so heavy and insane. And yeah, just very happy to have this in my collection. I kind of put off buying vinyl for a while of it, just because it was Lorna Shore vinyl seems to be quite pricey to get here, but well worth it. So next up is Oppenheimer, which if you watched my Oppenheimer video you would have seen this already, but yeah, this was a very cool collector's item. I just dropped that thing, but yeah, on the back of that, this is just, I love film scores, and also this vinyl is just very cool. Probably again one of my most played. I have to move back to show that. And yeah, just a very cool thing to have. My chair's stuck, okay. A very cool thing to have if you are a collector of things, and again, booklet for this is very cool. And I will insert clips of that and showing this vinyl playing, because it's also very cool vinyl. Yeah, this is just one of like my truly like best purchases. One I must definitely stand by. I actually think in general I recommend buying film scores on vinyl. I would like to get more. I have challenges pre-ordered, but I'll talk about at the end of this video as well. Vinyl I have pre-ordered and coming, stuff I still plan would like to buy by the end of this year. So moving on. How to Survive a Funeral by Make Them Suffer. Again, I love this album cover. This was one of like my first vinyl I got as well in 2021. I was first getting into it. I'll slide that out. But yeah, a very cool one to have. In general, I love Make Them Suffer. I've got their new album already pre-ordered on vinyl, so that will be in my collection in once that comes out in November. But yeah, very cool. Okay, so next up is Måneskin. I've got two Måneskin vinyls. So first is Teatro Dita Volume 1. This is, of course, I felt the album where everyone really got into Måneskin. And yeah, I love this album. I think there are no skips on this album, and people only listen to like 2 songs off of it. They should have listened to the whole thing, because it's very good, very solid album. And then my second Måneskin vinyl is this limited one they did, which has the single for Mamma Mia and Touch Me as the B-side, which this is still the only way you can hear the song unless you like go find like leaked audio of it on the internet or whatever, like live clips. But this is the only way you can buy this song, is if you bought this vinyl, which is very cool. I think I paid quite a bit to get this at the time when it came out, because this was when I was deep in my obsession with Måneskin. And but yeah, a very cool one to have, because they didn't make a lot of this. Yeah. So next up is probably my most important section of my vinyl, which is my Motionless in White vinyl, which as you can see I have a few because they're my favourite band. I love everything Motionless in White has ever released, and my goal will be to get all of their albums on vinyl. Right now I have 4 out of 6, so I'm not doing too bad. But so start with obviously their first album, Creatures. I love this one. This is a metalcore classic, I think, at this point. It's just a very cool vinyl to have for me, obviously. Yeah, obviously for me, Motionless in White, they're just my favourite, so I'll buy anything, but especially vinyl. So that's my first one. Put that. So next, I have Reincarnate, which just celebrated 10 years of Reincarnate, which is crazy that this album's that old already. And yeah, this is like again another recent repressing. I feel like lots of older stuff, especially older metalcore, has been getting new pressings lately. I also did just pre-order the 10-year anniversary edition of Reincarnate, because on mine, I don't know if this is like an issue lots of people had or what, but so I'll show that. But on my vinyl, my side A, Break the Cycle, is obviously the last song, and it ends halfway through the song. The vinyl just ends halfway through Break the Cycle. So I'm also looking forward to having an edition of this vinyl where I can hear the whole song. But that's Reincarnate. Then we have Disguise. This is how when I got into Motionless in White, was with Disguise in 2019. So yeah, this was obviously a very important one for me because it's my intro to the band, and yeah, an album I still love. Still another great one. And finally, I have got deluxe edition of their last album, Scoring the End of the World. They only did vinyl for the deluxe edition, so we had to wait a whole year after the original album came out. But I finally have this one. I love the Cyberhex era Motionless as well. It's very cool. But yeah, so that's all of my Motionless vinyl so far. But I would like to get Infamous and Graveyard Shift desperately. Like, I have all the CDs for all the Motionless albums, but I would also like to have the full collection for my vinyl, because that is my preferred way of listening to music generally. Can you really have a vinyl collection without this one? Obviously, Nevermind by Nirvana. I think if you have a vinyl collection, this is kind of a necessity. This is the 30th anniversary vinyl. And it's very cool. It comes with lots of extra things in there, so I will insert a clips of that. But yeah, a very cool one. I managed to like get this in a sale for like way cheaper than I should have. But yeah, a very cool addition to have of this. And obviously an iconic album that everyone should own. Shine and Fade by Savior. A majorly underrated metalcore album. A majorly underrated band, which I don't know what's happened. They've kind of disappeared since this album came out, but I got into them with this album. It's fantastic. Highly recommend checking this one out. Yeah, just a very cool album that I managed to get a vinyl of. Coup de Grace by See You Space Cowboy. Easily what I would consider like the most, at least one of the most underrated like metal releases of this year. I feel like not enough people have talked about this album, which is crazy to me because there are no skips. It's so well done. Also, I do think like all of the artwork too is very cool. I think the theming for this album was very cool. Yeah, this is just like one that I feel like is going to actually end up ranked quite high for me at the end of the year. And not enough people have talked about this one being so good. The Fear of Fear by Spiritbox. One of my favourite bands ever. This is my only Spiritbox vinyl. I still need to get a hold of Eternal Blue, and I would like to get like the EPs and the singles and stuff, but so far this is the only one I have. Very cool though, the metallic, like shiny purple. One of my coolest vinyls, I think. And yeah. Just pull that out. This is very slippery though, I just almost dropped it, so that's good. But yeah, another great one. I think this EP is probably like Spiritbox doing all of, like so much of what they've attempted at like the highest level that they've done it. So yeah, this was a must-have for me. Euthanasia by Stray from the Path. Again, another one of my favourite bands. I'm very excited because no doubt new Stray from the Path will be coming out soon. and I will for sure be pre-ordering vinyl whenever that happens. But yeah, a very cool album. Again, I feel like people, like after this one kind of came out, people's excitement didn't last as long as it should have. I still listen to songs off of this all the time. I think it's a really cool album. So yeah, Euthanasia. And finally, we're at the end. My last vinyl is Chronicles by Void Division. One of my favourite bands. I love Void Division. I think they are so sick. I got into them with the Chronicles EPs, in particular Chronicles 2 was when I got into it. And this album is like, they put together all 3 of the Chronicles EPs. But yeah, a very cool album. Very interesting. I'm very excited for new Void Division. As I'm filming this, the new Void Division album comes out in 2 days. And I'm very excited, and by the time this video is up, it will have been out for like a week. So I'm very excited for that. Yeah, I'll show. Again, I think another band that does like the artwork and the aesthetics very well as the music being fantastic. But yeah. That's the last one. Chronicles, Void Division. So that's all of my vinyl collection. My pride and joy. I love my vinyl. I love buying vinyl. Before I end the video, I will quickly go over what vinyl I have pre-ordered so far, and also a couple of vinyl that I do plan on getting very soon. So let me just... So pre-ordered right now, I have got What I'll Leave Behind by Void Division, which that will ship in 2 days for me filming this. And I got the Blue Ice with silver and brown splash. So I'll insert like the pictures of it. But yeah, a very cool one. So I also have, as I mentioned before, the new Make Them Suffer self-titled album. I got the clear with yellow marble version of that, so that will ship in November. And then also have got the Challenges soundtrack pre-ordered, which I'm so excited for. I've been waiting for months asking where is Challenges vinyl coming, because I've been listening to that soundtrack a ton, especially when I'm on the treadmill. But yeah, that will come in November as well. And then I also, as I mentioned before, pre-ordered the Reincarnate 10-year anniversary edition from Motionless in White, which I'm very excited to have. I got the Bloodshot variant, which will be sick. And then a couple of vinyl that are coming out soon that I would like to get my hands on. I'd like to get the My Kink is Coral coloured vinyl of The Rise and Fall of the Midwest Princess by Chappell Roan. This is like a 1-year anniversary edition. I'll insert the pictures of it. I really want that. I've been listening to quite a bit of Chappell Roan lately, as everyone has. And I also, coming at the end of the month, would like to get Posthuman Next Gen by Bring Me The Horizon, and JB Hi-Fi getting an exclusive Neon Pink variant, which I would like to get my hands on. So yeah, those are like my upcoming vinyl that I would like to get. And knowing me, I'll probably get more. I would also like to finally get some Dayglow vinyl, because when I want to listen to indie pop, the rare times when I'm still feeling like that, I always want to listen to Dayglow. So yeah, but other than that, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's a bit of a different one, just talking about my vinyl collection. There will be some more different stuff interspersed in, but I also will mostly still do commentary. I like writing and filming commentary videos, so you will see more of that from me probably in the next video. I hope you enjoy this one for something different, and as always, social media will be linked down below. Instagram, TikTok, the usual. You can see my makeup and special effects work there, and other stuff from me more generally, whatever I have going on at the time. And yeah, that's kind of it. I hope you liked looking at my vinyl collection, if you're as interested in vinyl as I am, or if not, you just want to like look at it, or you just like the video for whatever reason. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.